Age fans, people the interwebs, it's me, Sam of SG1, coming at you for another Star Trek official Starships collection review. This time we're doing issue 109, Borg Queen's Ship, or the Borg Diamond. I'm caught up now. I just need to wait for my next ships to arrive. So yeah, should be good. So as normal, we'll get the magazine and the ship itself. More on that in a little bit. So you know these work by now, surely. Specifications: operated by the Borg Collective in Operation 2370, Destroyer 2375, location Delta Quadrant, propulsion, transwarp, weaponry, projectiles, and tractor beam. I would imagine the Borg cutting neutron lasers and stuff like that as well. I'd imagine everything that's on a Borg cube would be on this ship too. The inner core section of the Borg Queen. Oh, sorry, I haven't seen the pictures yet. Got a beautiful CG render of the ship there, but it's the same one from the front cover. Very cool, very cool. And we get the Unicomplex as well. I don't imagine we'll get that from Eagle Moss, but you never know. That'd be quite cool to have the entire Uni Matrix, even if it's just like a little model. And I think, sorry, beer. Stella Artois. Other beers are available. Excuse me. A Borg transwarp coil was made from some kind of polytrinic alloy, and it was the key component that allowed Borg ships to travel at transwarp speeds. Excuse me. The inner core section of the Borg Queen ships remain still, while the outer framework rotated anti-clockwise direction. When it was travelling, travelling through space. It was much smaller than a Borg cube, and it was still as a formidable offensive vessel in its own right, although it usually travelled with multiple ships. And then we've got various images from Dark Frontier, including the same CG render that's on the front and that other on the previous page, which is a bit odd. They don't usually repeat shots like that 3 times, but they do. They have this time. Then we've got some images from Dark Frontier as well. So there we go. Really cool. Really good episode, actually. And then we get the topographical view, which is really nice, of the Borg Diamond, even. It's really nice. So, 7 Man's father, Magnus Hansen, was a drone aboard the Borg Queen ship, and he had been simulated 19 years earlier. Although it was unclear as if he'd served aboard the Queen's ship in all that time. The Borg Queen tried to manipulate Seven into rejoining the collective by telling her that she would be reunited with her father. If a Borg ship becomes critically damaged, its transwarp coils are designed to fail beyond repair. By fusing the field regulator, this would be ensured the coils could not be used by or studied by other species. Although Seven of Nine's parents, Magnus and Erin Hansen, compiled over 9,000 log entries and 10 million teraquads of data, that's a lot. In 3 years they spent studying the Borg at close quarters. After the Borg blew up the Borg probe, destroyed is a better word, but there you go, the Doctor found a servo armature from a medical repair drone in the debris that was collected. This contained a laser scalpel, biomolecular scanner, and a microsuture, all rolled into one instrument. He believed it would revolutionise the way he performed surgery. And then we've got designing the Borg Queen ship, which is really nice, really cool. Actually appears in Star Trek Armada as well as the Borg science ship. It contains nanite breach, tritium burst, shield remodulation, and a computer override. And then Voyager's journey home, and this goes through all the Voyager's trials and tribulations through the Delta Quadrant, starting with the caretaker. Caretaker's a rare. Kess's thingy. We've got Arturus there. Then we've got the slipstream and the crashing in the alternate timeline. And then we've got the slipstream again. Then we've got them. Oh, these are the jumps home, aren't they? Yes, sorry, yeah. yeah, these are the jumps home. So Caretaker brought them 70,000 light years. And the first big jump Voyager had, I mean, they'd already spent 3 years in the Delta Quadrant at this point, was Kess, sent them 9.8 light years closer to home. So throughout past Borg space, and then they had modified the technology on Arturis' ship onto Voyager, made them 300 light years closer, and then another 200 in this one as well. And then the another 3 years closer in Night, which is a fantastic episode. I love Night. And then the Borg transwarp coil, again another 300 light years. The underspace. How long did the underspace? Underspace. Another 200 light years. Then we've got Tash's catapult, which sent them 6,000 light years. Crew travelled, and then finally the biggest jump was the Borg transwarp hub, which finally got them home. Spoilers, but it's been off the air fucking 16 years. So you know, come on. Then we've got on screen. Trivia: Dark Frontier Part 1, the footage of the Delta Flyer being fitted with the transwarp coil that the crew stole from the Borg sphere was reused as the map shot used seen in Extreme Risk. In addition, the sequence showing the Delta Flyer exiting Voyager shuttle bay was another example of reused footage. This was previously used in Extreme Risk and 30 Days. 709 parents, Magnus and Erin Hansen, and invented the biodampener. A small device worn on the arm created a field around the wearer's body which simulated the physiometric conditions within a Borg vessel, allowing them to move around the ship without being detected by the drones. The Borg referred to humans as species 5618. Borg Queen seemed to be obsessed with simulating humanity, even though she apparently had not regarded them highly. She described them as physiologically inefficient, below average cranial capacity, minimal redundant systems with limited regenerative abilities. But humanity proved to be one of the most resistant species she could ever come across. So that's the magazine. We get a nice view on the back there. So, on to the ship itself. And I have to say, this is really, really, really nice. Really nice. Much better than the assimilated Arctic one, because this has got like that silver wash on it, and you've got sections that are glowing green. This is really nice. I mean, I think it's all plastic. Yeah, it's all plastic, this one. Oh no, the bottom part's metal. Yeah, so it's a really nice. I mean, you could have it either way, it's fine. It doesn't really matter because it's the way it's designed. But the detail in this is fantastic. You've got all this moulded detail in there. This camera's never going to pick up the detail that's on this. It's just fantastic. It looks very odd, but in that Borg kind of odd. But it's kind of ornate at the same time, when that would be irrelevant to the Borg. But then it does carry the Queen, and the Queen might have a sense of elegance about her, which would be irrelevant to the Borg. But you know, it's a lovely thing. It's going to go well with my Borg fleet, because now we've got the cube. Although I do want a regular cube in this scale. So we've got the cube, the tactical cube, the sphere, the Borg Type 3 ship, the simulated thingy, Arctic one, and this one. So that's really cool, really nice. And it was in a video game as well. Like I said earlier, it was in Star Trek Online, Star Trek Armada. So I think it's been on Star Trek Online as well. I can't quite remember. It's been a while since I've been on there. I really should get back into that. I love that game. But anyway, yeah, this is really nice, Really lovely. Loads of moulded detail, and it's all picked out by this, this dry wash they've put on there to highlight all the details. This is just a lovely thing. It is a lovely thing. It is a lovely, lovely thing. Well worth picking up. Like I say, if you're cherry picking, this is one to pick up. If you like the Borg and like Star Trek Voyager, then this is a ship you need to get. And it fits on its stand. Oh, you get the stand as usual. Get in there, sunshine. And it says Queen's Borg ship. There we go. And then we just slot it in there like that, and then that's how it stays. And it stays quite nicely. Now, I don't know how true this is, but apparently the reason why it's a diamond shape is because the UPN logo was it was a cube, it was a square, a circle, and a triangle. So we had the cube, we had the diamond, we had the sphere, and then this was kind of like, it was going to be a pyramid, but they changed it to a diamond. So yeah, to emulate the logo, but not quite, if you know what I mean. So if you do it like that, then it's a pyramid. Would have been quite cool, but then again, I think Stargate was already on the air at that point, so they didn't want to obviously confuse viewers that, why have the Borg got diamond, triangular shaped ships, same as the Go Old. No, Go Old ship, yes, I want one of those in this scale. I just want every ship, yeah, it's fine. But yeah, really nice, really cool. I love it, I think it's great. I can't say a bad thing about it. I cannot find a single join line anywhere on this. I've searched high and low, and I can't find one anywhere, and that is a good thing, because sometimes the join lines can be a little bit much. They can kind of detract from a really good model, but this one I can't even see it, which is great. I'm sure it's there, but I just can't seem to find it. But yeah, as you look inside there, there's more detail. There's all these like extra bits that are hanging off inside there. Can you see where my finger is? Just there, just hanging off there. Lovely, fantastic. Oh, it's not straight. But yeah, you should get this. It's really cool. So that's me. That's the Borg Diamond even, or the Queen's Borg vessel, as they said in the magazine. So please like, share and subscribe this video, and hit that notification bell to tell you when I've got new content out, and give this video a proper thumbs up. Go great for me, that. Cheers. And then feel free to comment in the shouting box. That is the comment section. So tell me what I'm doing wrong, if you like it. If you don't like it, tell me why. And I will catch you all later, hopefully with the next ships review. Hopefully they should turn up tomorrow. So yeah, so that's me, that's this video, and I'll catch you all later. Bye for now.